From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Tony Ann.
On this week's The Disney Crush Podcast, Dave previewed Tiana's Bayou adventure. He's going to tell us all about it. They spent the day at Magic Kingdom. We've got some silliness. We've got a Missed Connections update and so much more on episode 347 of the Disney Crush Podcast. Dave!
How's it going, Tony Ann?
Good. So we recorded a Patreon the other night, and we talked about movies that we've seen a bazillion times, and I forgot about My Husband and Roadhouse. He cannot resist Roadhouse, even though I can't stand it. I can't stand I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you that Tom Cruise gives me the willies?
I think you've mentioned that before years ago. Yeah.
And Patrick Swayze also, he's not with us anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but he also, he used to give me the willies. So,
Was it a wet willy or just a regular?
No, not in a good way. I don't know. There's something about them that grossed me out. So, yeah. Roadhouse is not on my list of favorite movies, but Rich cannot resist Roadhouse. Roadhouse is one of his. It's so bad. I'll sit there for like 5 minutes and I'll go, I'll sit here with him. And I can't stay in the room. It's so bad.
So evidently that's one that you will not watch on repeat.
No, but Rich does constantly.
And how many times do you think he's seen that said movie?
I don't know. Whenever it's on TV, he stops and watches it.
Yeah, we talked a lot about movies on our Patreon. If you haven't, go over to www.patreon.com/thedisneycrush and join. Honestly, just it's so cheap and you get some extra content.
Yeah.
You might enjoy it. Maybe.
And
maybe not.
we have a new supporter, Dave.
We do.
Yes, Kathleen.
Yes, thank you, Kathleen.
She's our dear friend. She's my sister's work friend.
How do you say her last name? Pantaleo?
Oh, no, we say it weird. She says it different than most people.
How'd she say it?
I don't remember. It was because I said Pantaleo and she said, oh no, it's Pantaleo. I don't know.
Pantaleo.
I'm sorry, Kathleen.
Pantaleo.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Kathleen.
I like the way
because she pronounces it against the way that I want to pronounce it when I see it written out. And Lauren Nothnagel said she has relatives named Pantaleo and that they pronounce it Pantaleo. So,
no.
There's, Zarconis in the world too.
Yeah, but it's actually Zarconi.
I know it is.
Zarconi.
I know it is. But when we were camping one time, I said, our niece Samantha, I said, hey, how's the Zarconi family doing? And she looked at me. I'm not a Zarconi. I'm a Zarcone. I was like, okay, get over yourself.
I beg to differ. Got to have that E in there.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's okay. I got a weird last name too. Mine gets butchered.
Yeah, Jongavord.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I just say, yeah, that's me. Okay, I'll take it. I had a good trip. We're going to talk about our one-day trip over to see Tiana's Bayou adventure.
Did you just post a video of mosquitoes? Because I was looking for.
I did.
Okay.
I did. You like that? Yeah.
I didn't see.
Those are mosquito killers. They eat up the mosquitoes. So
is it bats? Is it bats?
No, they're dragonflies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're taking care of our mosquito population around here, which is fantastic. I say eat more. Eat until you're satiated. I hope they all eat till they're satiated. And then when they get hungry again, they come back for some more.
All right, David.
So what you got going on this week? You got any crazy misconnections? I think we have an update on our misconnections.
We do. We have an update, Dave. We have an update. I was so excited when I saw this. So, David, you'll remember last week the story of the swimmer, the guest at Riviera Resort, swimming in the pool, splashing by the lifeguard. And just yesterday, she posted an update.
And this is a missed connection update.
commenting got turned off from my previous post, but I felt the need to update that the lifeguard has been found thanks to another lifeguard, a fellow lifeguard. The power of social media is crazy, and I can report that my nephew was correct and communication has started. Thanks, everyone. So the lifeguard found his little swimmer.
I guess he's back to work, where he's supposed to be.
Yeah. So
great. I'm so happy that they found
found each other, Dave.
Connection. They found a connection.
Made connection.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's very exciting.
Happy for him.
Yeah. I want to, I got a question off Facebook I want to ask. So I don't know if you want to do a Facebook intro.
Yeah.
You're going to make your favorite listener very sad.
Oh, okay. This is for Deirdre.
Oh, this week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. Very long, drawn out. Bing.
I really want your opinion on this. This is not really, it's my opinion on park operations. So have you ever been in the single rider line and like you're going on test track? Test track holds 6 people, right? So there's a family of 4 and you're in the line with Olivia, say, and they put the family of 4 and then they send you and Olivia to that same car to sit like in the same car, one in each row, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you had that happen?
I think so, probably. I'm sure we've had everything happen.
So you can sometimes, if you're a single rider and you're with family, certain cars, certain ride vehicles take 6 people. So if there's a family of 4, there's a chance that you might get put in the same vehicle as the person that you're with. So this happened on Smuggler's Run. This lady said her and her husband or boyfriend were in line for Smuggler's Run in the single rider line. And it was a family of 4 that went in and they sent her to go be the engineer. So the family was the pilots and the gunners, and they sent her in, one person, to be the engineer. That ride holds 6 people. So they were sending 5. And the girl said, the single rider said to the cast member, "Can my boyfriend be the other engineer?" And she's like, no, single rider. You have to go single. You can't go with your friend or boyfriend or husband or kid or whatever. So they said, that's the rules of single rider. You cannot be with a family member or friend or anything, even if the ride has 2 seats available. And so what do you think of that? So she said, my boyfriend and I were the only people in the single rider line. There was no one else in the single rider line. And she told me to join a family of 4 and said he cannot ride with you because this is the single rider line and that is the rules of the single rider line.
Well, I call bull
Turkey and truth has spoken
on that because these cast members have discretion and they can change the rules or bend the rules if you will a little bit. And that was just silly. I'd have said, can I speak to your superior, please? Because there's nobody in line with us. We're the only ones here. There's an extra spot. I mean, what's the reason he can't come in here? I'm like, this is just obnoxiously silly.
Somebody answered, yes, they've started doing that because people would join the single rider line and then try to get their whole party on. From my understanding, it's now single rider only. Even if there is room for one more to discourage people who have tried to abuse the line.
But if you're in a single rider line,
I know.
How can you get your whole party in though? That doesn't make sense. I mean, in other words, so you have like say 6 people in the single rider line and they're all single riders and then they try to all go in at the same time? Or I don't understand.
But they would never do that. They just fill in the available seats.
They fill in.
So
right. When I'm in the single rider line, I get put by myself in cars. sit 4, 2 and 2,
Right.
or whatever. I'll get sat by myself.
In the back seat or something.
Yeah, or the front seat or whatever. I'll just
Yeah.
They won't try to fill in someone with me. A lot of times that's happened. Sometimes I would say almost more times than not. It seems like.
Okay.
And then you're always checking. Do I smell? I mean, do I look sometimes?
Well, Dave.
I don't know. These rules are changing. I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff going. Oh, well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. But
What?
I got some updates on this whole DAS thing and everything when we get into my little trip report. But
Okay.
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Remind me to tell you about the lightning lanes and how they are being affected by this whole DAS pass situation.
I'm just making sure I don't have any other exciting Facebook stuff.
Well, that's okay. I mean, don't look for it. Don't dig too deep. I'm ready to get into my trip report because I know it's all about me. It's all about me right now, and I'm ready to let go and tell you all about it. So.
Oh, okay, Dave. I guess we're gonna get to the heart of the matter, the juice of the podcast. This is Rich's dream. Getting right to the topic at hand. This is what he says real podcasters should be doing, unlike you and me that dilly-dally for the first 15, 20 minutes.
Trying to change it up, trying to make him happy. Maybe
we'll never make him happy. I'm trying to plan a trip with this man, and I'm trying to figure out what we should do, where we should eat, how we should go about our day.
The only problem I see with that is that you're going to do it later. You're going to do it later rather than sooner. So he's going to have time to back out. You got to. You might want. Well, it's too hot right now anyway. Well, even if September, when you're thinking about going, it's going to be extremely hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I say just go over for a day trip maybe and kind of just get his feet wet a little bit.
That's never going to happen.
Okay, well, it's worth a try.
The only way we could do that is maybe if we say we're going over there just to see the drone show. If like the 4 of us went and did the summer house thing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we could do that. I love Disney Springs.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah, all right.
You went this weekend. You got to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yes, but as I think I talked about last week on the show, that my expectations, they weren't very high. And with all the problems, with all the breakdowns, I mean, continuously on that ride, I really, hey, if it happens, it happens. But I just didn't think it was going to happen because I think it broke down when we were there that morning. I'm like, we're not going to make it. And we were actually, I'll talk about that in a minute. But we just took our time. We didn't get up early and get over there really quick. I think we didn't even leave here till probably 9:30ish.
Wow.
Took our time. Well, look, I mean, my reputation as a crusher was not in jeopardy at all.
Okay.
So I had to uphold the whole crusher. I can't be a rope dropper. I'm sorry. But we took our time. I think we got there a little after 11. So no traffic. It was like an hour and 40 minute, really good ride. And so we got on the monorail. Yeah. We didn't go to the resort monorail. We went to the regular one because there was nobody there. And we got there about 11ish.
Okay.
I'm going to say, but nobody at the ticket booth going in. It was maybe 4 or 5 cars. And I'm like, wow, there's nobody here.
Wow.
And got on the monorail. It was a few people on there, but not that many. We got right on and we picked a car. And there was a woman who had her ECV backed in there. And so we went, there was another couple and just me and Veronika. So there's 4 of us and then her.
Mm-hmm. And
so we're coming into Magic Kingdom. And so everybody starts getting ready to stand up a little bit and we're going to let her out first. Those doors opened, Tony Ann, and she put that thing in high gear and she just went for it. And
Did she not wait for the ramp?
No, I went, I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. I was saying, wait. And she just went boom, right over. And it's not that much. It's maybe 7 inches, but her front wheel went down and it was so funny because the cast members must see this all the time.
Yeah.
Because the cast member looks over and just looks at her and didn't rush over. And me and the other guy are like trying to get ready to help her get it back in.
Right,
so
right.
The cast member can get the ramp.
Right.
And no, she just takes her foot off and pushes herself back in the car. Oh, it was great.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
great. Anyway, that was our entertainment before we even got to the park. I mean, hey,
Cool.
who needs a ride? Who needs a ride? We just stay on the monorail and let's see
That's
what
right.
happens.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got in the park and it was really not that crowded.
Okay.
Usually 10 o'clock, 10:30 is when really the kind of crowd comes into these
Yeah.
parks.
This was a
But,
Friday.
It was a Friday. Yes, thank you. It was a Friday. But no, so we said, well, what do you want to do? So we checked the times and Veronika goes, man, everything's a low wait. Everything's open. What do you want to do? Mike, I don't know. You want to just head to Pirates? Let's go to Pirates. So we went to Pirates and I think it was a 15-minute wait. Walked right on. It was basically a walk on. Just kept walking. And it was a little bit of wait, but not much. And and here's Michael.
Hi. He even put a shirt on, Dave. He did not have a shirt on when I last saw him. So he knew what he was doing. He came out here planning on interrupting. What's up, dude?
So,
Okay.
September, May.
He's planning for September.
September.
After September.
September, May. Can you get me
Can Karen get me a new Disney calendar and a Sharpie?
Yes.
Yes. As soon as the calendars come out, Karen will get you a new calendar.
Really?
Yes. It's already done, dude. We already plan it. It's already in the works. As soon as she sees them in the store. He's covering his face like this. Like, I don't know why.
Thanks.
Did you eat your dinner?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Maybe he let one rip or something.
October, may I go to the...
Yes. In October, you can go to the Halloween dance. He's going through all the months, Dave.
December.
We skipped November. We're up to December.
November.
Oh, now November, because I said the word November.
May you spell... Please.
In November, can I spell camping?
Yes.
Okay, I will spell camping, yeah. On Friday.
December.
In December, okay. What's in December?
December, may I get a dust one? May I get this one? This one and one.
In December, may I get a McDonald's gift card, a Disney gift card, and a Wawa gift card?
Please.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. And now the year is over. We're up to December. That's done.
Jerry.
No, January's next year. Don't worry about next year yet. Okay? Did you finish your dinner?
January.
Oh, we're going to hear about January anyway, Dave.
January. May I get green magic bands?
In January, may I get a green magic band? This is exciting, Mike. Every month he's got something planned. You want a green magic band for your birthday?
Yes.
Okay.
February.
In February, it keeps going.
Magic is my birthday.
Your birthday's not in February.
Okay. January is Magic birthday.
Oh, January's You want to go to Magic Kingdom for your birthday?
And birthday.
Okay.
Magic birthday.
Okay.
Magic birthday. Magic birthday.
Okay.
That's magic. My birthday. May give me a card, please.
A card?
Yes.
What kind of card?
Zippity cards.
Yes, you can have a Disney gift card for your birthday in January. All right. Are we done?
Did I say Disney cards? I mean, this cards.
Yes.
Mega zippity cards.
Yes. Yes.
Disney gift cards. This cards.
Yes.
This cards.
Yes.
This cards. A. That's from A. S. Toss and B. Yes. S. Toss and B. Yes.
Yes.
And February is Wednesday.
Valentine's Day is in February. Yes.
March is that and it's Dad's and Oma's birthday.
It's March is Dad and Oma's birthday. Yes. This is riveting podcasting.
April is get out.
April is Easter. He's doing his best Jesus Christ Superstar impersonation.
It was Jesus. It was Jesus.
That's his Pontius Pilate. No, that's his Judas impression. His Pontius Pilate impression is better. Now he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you done?
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Can I call Dad now? Because we're back around. It's
But-
June already, and we're already at June.
But also that may you thing. Was that yes?
Yes. Mother's Day's in May. Yes. And now we're back at June, which is a year from now, which we don't have to worry about.
I said that I may may you go you can send me into
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens next year. Okay.
but so last day
All right. Let's call Richard now. I don't know what's going to happen on Mother's Day next year, dude. It's a whole year away. All right. Love you. Close the door. That was way more than a minute.
I forgot on Mother's Day.
I usually do go up Nana on Mother's Day. We'll have to see what happens. Okay?
So it's on Mother's Day. So this one's
Yeah, I'm going to call Dad. Bye. Boy, Dave,
I forgot where I was at. Let me see. Was
you
I
were
going
going to
Pirates?
ride Pirates. There was only a
Oh.
15-minute wait for Pirates.
Yes, very, very quick wait for Pirates. And then right before we were getting on the boat,
Mhm.
we had a little mishap.
What happened?
Well, I don't want to get into it, but we had a little mishap. Nothing major, no big deal. But we
Okay.
we couldn't ride the ride. We had to leave, and
Okay.
I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you, there's a little tip. Not that you should do it, but if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. They said, no problem, just walk this way. And they walked us through this door and then another door, whatever. And they walked us behind Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time when you get evacuated, it's kind of boring, not much to see. But we were like
Yeah.
backstage, back
Okay.
behind all cool stuff. And it was a long walk.
Uh-huh.
And then through another door and saw cast members walking by. It was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool back there. So if you ever want to
Mm-hmm.
have your own little tour, backstage tour, just kind of back out and say, I got to go. Something's got, can I leave? Anyway.
I've actually
I'm
been back
not-
there, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Well, the fun thing about Pirates is the train tracks. The train tracks go across, and that's why you have the drop in Pirates, because the train tracks have to go. So the building actually goes from the upper level down into the utilidors. That drop is taking you from the second floor of Walt Disney World, which is we are on the second floor. When we are walking around Walt Disney World, we are on the second floor, and the train is on the second floor. So the train has to go by. The ride drops down to the first floor, which is basically the utilidors. And that's where most of the ride takes place, is under there. And so you go back up. You go back up the conveyor belt at the end of the ride when you get off. You want 2 cards?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling Dad. We'll get you 2 cards. We're going to write it down. Sorry about that. I was sharing riveting, Disney, knowledge, and Michael wants 2 gift cards now.
Yeah,
his
you were
birthday.
You were spitting it out. Well, that was some good knowledge.
Yeah. No, but that's true. That's the deal back there.
Yeah. So anyway, it was kind of cool
yeah.
going back there. So I might have to back out of that ride again just to do it again, just for the fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, and all the rides were very, very low weights. I forget. I don't think we. Also, everybody talks about these spring rolls. I have to back up a little bit because on the way to Pirates, you pass that spring roll cart.
Yeah, I've still never tried them.
And there's an awful smell. And I thought it was just, I don't know. I just never connected the spring roll cart to it, but it was right by that spring roll cart.
Okay.
And then on the way back out, I'm like, there's that smell again. And it's right by that cart. I mean, it's the weirdest smell. It's almost like a vinegary kind of sewer kind of, ugh.
I don't know.
Anyway, so not that I've had a spring roll, and probably I'm not going to have one now.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I think we went over to Carousel of Progress, which it's been a long, long time since I've been on that one, and I like doing that. I like to not go on these rides.
Speaking of Carousel of Progress, I'm going to have to call Dad. You're not getting any Valentines
Why?
because I'm calling Dad.
Oh,
You want a Valentine? In 8 months, you can have a Valentine.
But
That's when February is. Michael wants a Valentine, 2 gift cards, a green magic band, a Halloween dance.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's just,
We ain't getting it.
All right. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Where was I? Carousel? Was that Carousel Progress?
You went on Carousel Progress. You haven't been on in a long time.
I'm kind of liking what I've been doing lately is not going on some of these rides for a long time and then going on them again, and you kind of appreciate them. I did notice that place is getting a little worn out though. The seats, half the seats don't work and they're standing.
Yeah.
It's getting a little worn.
It needs some love.
Refurb. It needs a little refurb. Yeah. But very, very, I mean, that one doesn't have a long wait normally, but most everything had really low waits.
Mm-hmm.
The People Mover was down because we were going to go to the People Mover, and that was down. That was very, very disturbing.
I wonder why it was down.
I don't know. It's always been down. It seems like every time I'm there, it's down, and I don't like that.
Maybe it's you.
It needs a refurb. That's one thing that if they refurb that and made it a little bit more interesting, and there's a lot you could do to that thing, I think that's the next thing they need to refurb.
Okay.
Tiana and all these other things they've been refurbing. Country Bear. How about just doing a nice refurb on the People Mover?
Okay.
Disney. So we decided to go over to, after all that Carousel of Progress stuff, we decided to go over and get some pictures taken at the big top tent they had.
Oh, yeah. Pete's Silly Sideshow.
Yeah. And they had, I don't know, Donald and Daisy and Minnie. And anyway, they had a bunch of characters over there.
They had Daisy because I saw pictures of you and Daisy. You were checking out her feathers.
Daisy. Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, she was, woohoo. We had Daisy and, Minnie. Anyways, we were over there taking pictures, having a good old time. No wait, hardly nobody in there. Mm-hmm. And guess what happened? Veronika said, "Okay, we just got called for Tiana."
Okay.
She said, "Do you want to keep taking pictures?" And I'm like, "No, we need to go, and we need to go now because if it's open and they're calling us, we need to make
right because it might break down.
It might break down, so we need to hustle our little behinds over there and see if we can get on it." So of course we did, and Veronika didn't ride it because she doesn't like that drop. But I went on it by myself, and it was a walk on. I actually sat by myself. They weren't even filling the carts up. It was really good. The ride, I don't want to be a spoiler, and I purposely didn't watch any ride throughs.
Right, I haven't watched the ride throughs either.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch anything. I wanted to be fresh when I got there, and I'm glad I didn't watch anything. And I'm going to say. It's really, really good.
Okay.
They've done a really good job with the animatronics. They've done a really good with all the refurb. There are some bare spots in there. It seems like kind of like Frozen where they could have maybe put more stuff. But then there's other spots that are like just filled with stuff.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell you where that spot is.
Okay.
You're going to be like, whoa, where'd that come from? And I noticed it's a very, very food heavy ride.
Well, yeah, she's going looking for ingredients, isn't she?
No, right. I'm just saying it's a very, very food heavy ride. You got smells and stuff and that kind of thing. And some of the animatronics were not working. They weren't there. You could hear the voices, but the lips weren't moving.
Okay.
But other than that, everything worked fine. I had water going down. Yeah, I was impressed. I'm like,
did you get splashed?
Yes, we got wet. We definitely got wet.
Okay.
Definitely got wet. But I was very impressed with it. Unlike Frozen.
It looks very pretty. The pictures of the outside of the building and
they've done it. They did a really good job.
And I have seen some pictures of the queue and it looks like the queue is, there's a lot going on.
Queues. Yep. There's a lot going on. Yeah. There's a lot going on. And that brings me to queues. Speaking of queues, we noticed when we were there on Pirates and let's see, what else did we do? We did Mine Train. Mine Train was, I think it said 35 or 30-minute wait, and it was not 30-minute wait. That one was like a 45, 50-minute wait. Okay. And it was hot, and that was not true to what they were posting that it was.
Okay.
But we noticed that the lightning lanes for these rides were barren.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd see maybe 2 people go by. 10 minutes later, you might see 3 people go by.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, you'd see a family go by. I'm like, wow.
It's this new policy.
It's really made a difference.
Mhm.
Big time. Because before, because we've been, with you and stuff, and the lines used to go to these lightning lanes and with the dash, and you'd be in line for 15, 20 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
Waiting. No, they were just walking right on, man. Just so.
When I went with Mandy 2 weeks ago, the worst lightning lane was Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I think that was because the ride had been down at some point in the day. So that meant more people in the lightning lane because there were people with anytime fast passes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but anyway, it's good. Yeah, you're going to like it. I mean, I know you love Splash. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the only problem is if it keeps getting plagued with all these breakdowns, I mean, every single day.
I don't know. We talked about that according to the cast member when I did the Keys to the Kingdom, Splash Mountain broke down every day too.
Okay. Well, then I guess this is normal. Do you remember breaking down? I know it used to break down quite a bit.
I remember it being down.
This was their opportunity with the refurb. They could have fixed all that maybe. This is their opportunity to make it not do that.
It's a complicated ride system.
Okay, but now the technology and the years have gone by. It's time you're just giving them excuses. There's no excuse.
Yes, I'm an apologist. I'm a Disney apologist.
All the characters in there all look really, really good. Unlike Frozen.
It's not that projection face.
No.
I think they've learned their lesson with that projection face because I saw pictures of the new Frozen ride. Is it in Tokyo? There's a new Frozen ride, and it's kind of very similar to the ride we have. Only at the I've seen the end scene where Anna and Elsa are standing next to each other, and it's kind of like the end scene at ours, but it's real animatronics. It's not that projection face. So
that's bad.
I think they've learned their lesson because if one of those projections goes down, they have to shut the ride down because you can't have Anna with no face. That would scare all the children. Whereas if an animatronic goes down, you can kind of get away with Anna not moving her lips.
Yeah, that's doable. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. You can't get away with Anna having no lips. So I think Disney is backing away from that projection face.
Yeah, when it finally opens up to everybody, I'm sure it's going to be a long wait. It's going to be slammed.
Yeah.
But, I wish you could have got to see it.
Yeah, I just couldn't get over there for Father's Day, and I did cancel my reservation so somebody else could have it. I canceled it on Friday for Sunday.
Nice. That was nice.
Well, I wasn't going to be a jerk and hold on to a reservation I knew I wasn't going to use.
No, you'll get to see it. You'll get to ride.
Like I will. It's not going anywhere. I'll be there.
But back to the whole food heavy ride that it is. It's kind of like a subliminal. You know what? Are they you think they might turn Pecos Bills into a Tiana?
I kind of heard rumors that they might do that.
That would be a really good idea. I think because it's right there. And what did we do right after that? Right after we got off the ride, it was noonish, 1 o'clock-ish, and we're like, man, we're hungry. We need to go get something to eat. And she's well, there's Pecos Bills right there. And we've never been a big fan of Pecos Bills. But I thought, well, I'm hungry and we're on a kind of a strict diet. And so I'm like, well, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I guess we'll try it. So we went over and of course, we said, look, we're on this diet. And she said, the hand went up. And I'm like, oh God, we're going to upset people. But so the manager came over and we explained to him, our dealio. We explained to him what we were wanting, and no problem. He said, that's fine. I got you. Not a big deal. And he said something to the cast member and he walked away and he started walking towards the kitchen and she goes, he's going in the back to the kitchen to do it, to make sure it's done right for you guys.
Wow.
And I said, are you serious? She goes, oh yeah. I went, wow. Okay. And it's a combination plate. It's a bowl, I think, and it has chicken, pork, and beef in it, but it's like a bowl with tortillas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we said, can we just get all the meat on the side? We're just looking for the meat. We don't want any of the extra stuff.
Right.
All the tomatoes and the tortilla shells. We don't want any of that. And he went in the back and they brought it out, and he had each bowl was separated. The meat, the pork, the chicken was all separated. And he did put the tortilla shells there, but we didn't eat them. But it was amazing. And we had, and to me, it was more, I think it was more meat than we would have normally got if we just got the bowl.
Right.
When I was stuffed eating all that, it was just,
wow,
that was really good. And he charged us, and the bowl was $15.95.
Wow.
And he charged us $11 for our special order.
Wow.
Yeah. So I kind of like Pecos Bills now. I think I'll go back.
Okay.
And try that again. And it was a little busy actually in there. About the time, it was 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock-ish. And we sat down, we ate, and I said, I'm going to go talk to that the manager and just thank him, because I didn't see him when we got our food. I didn't see him anywhere.
Right.
And I looked for him and asked for him, and I guess he had left or he was gone off his shift or something. I just missed him.
Oh.
But anyway, if I see him again, I know what he looks like, and I remember who he is. I'll go say hi and tell him how much I appreciate what he did. So don't be bashful, don't be shy. If you're on a diet, just ask. They seemed like that was no problem for them at all.
Good.
And then I was really worried about the people behind me, the people behind us, that they were getting aggravated because we were taking a little bit longer. And as we were walking up to get our food, I heard the woman behind me. She goes, "Okay, yeah, I need the so and so and so and so, but I want this on the side, and I want this over." I was like, "Oh,
right. Great."
That Tiana will make you hungry. I think it's a subliminal message. They
Remy's the same way.
Yeah, they put it in your mind. Yeah, I know
with the bread smell.
Yeah, well, you might get that on Tiana too. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And I did have a little bit mishap. I did post pictures in our Facebook group, Friends of the Disney Crush. I lost a hand.
I saw that in your picture. Yeah. No, I've seen some of these pictures from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Where people are like floating. So they're kind of, the picture that Disney's giving you, the ride photo, is not your actual car. It's like they've got this car and they're putting the people's images into this stock photo of a car. So like Dave got his hand chopped off when they lifted him off of the actual photograph. I've seen people kind of floating, not in the car. I've seen some interesting pictures. So that's going to be...
it's kind of like a cartoon.
Ride. So we're going to have to start doing like a Tiana's Bayou Adventure ride photo fails. We need to make that a hashtag or something. And if people have, photo failures, they need to share them.
I liked my left hand. I miss it, and I wish I had it back. I went to Lost and Found. They said, "I'm sorry, sir, we haven't found it." And that's one of the reasons that we shut the ride down, but we could not find it.
Right,
it's floating around there in the water somewhere. But so much for my hand. But no, good time. That was a good time.
Good. Did you do anything else, or you went home after that?
Let's see. What did we do after? Well, I think that's about the time we went to try to do the People Mover, and it was down because we were kind of walking out. We were starting to make our way out. And and that was it. We were home. I think we left around 4 o'clock-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
Over there for a quick one. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, it's good.
All right. Next week, I think we're going to have Judy join us.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. We're
going to talk about.
She wants to talk about handicap accommodations.
Oh, okay.
Accessibility.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's a good one.
Okay.
Well, good. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Michael's coming back, so he just slammed the doors. Maybe he's not coming back. He'll show us.
Rich is not doing his job.
No, he's not. And that was, I made you wait a half hour until Rich got home because I was afraid that Michael was going to be up, I'm so glad I waited for Rich to get home.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Rich. Come on. You got one job, Rich. Just one job. It's just one job.
No, he's got more than one job.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we're not going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I think...
More information than any of us need at this point.
David, thank you for sharing your experience on Tiana's Bayou adventure with us.
You're more than welcome.
Maybe
Glad I
the
could do it.
lifeguard will take his new girlfriend on soon.
Yeah, I think so. I'd like to see them in the park. Maybe we could start seeing them.
Yeah, I can't wait to ride it, but it's probably going to be later this summer. I don't want to go back until Country Bears is open. I want to go back when pretty much everything that we're waiting on is open. People are really slamming that Communicore. They're giving it. They're like, oh, it looks like a community college cafeteria quad or whatever. And I think if we wait till the festivals come, we'll see what they do with it. And we need someplace to sit and chill at Epcot. I wish all the parks had that. I wish we had someplace to sit and chill in air conditioning at Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So yeah, I'm okay with places to sit in air conditioning.
Well, I can tell you that on the way out, we hit the shops. We hit
Uh-huh.
them on the way in and we hit them on the way out. And man, they were jam packed. Everybody was in those shops getting out of heat. And I was getting I was just, you know how I am around crowds. I had to leave. Veronika was talking to one of the cast members about something, a special shirt or something. And she was looking it up and it was taking a long time. And there was strollers and people. It was just, and I said, I'm going outside. Even though it's hot, I'd rather be outside. I said, I'll see you outside.
Yeah.
I can't take this in here. Yeah, it was bad. But, hey, people are trying to get out of the heat.
That's right.
And whatever. So, all right, Tony Ann. Well,
All right, Dave.
For this week's Disney Crush podcast, you guys can follow us at Friends of the Disney Crush on Facebook. Instagram is _Disney Crush. And where else? YouTube. And we got a TikTok. Tony Ann's got a TikTok now.
Mm-hmm.
And where else? YouTube, TikTok,
Instagram. We're everywhere. We don't post that much yet. We need to work on that a little bit, David. It's only been how many years we did in this podcast? 6 years?
Yeah, something like that.
347 episodes? Maybe we should start working on our media presence.
Okay.
And somebody's texting me. It's Heidi.
Okay.
It's Heidi.
Okay. Why are you saying that like that?
Because I'm calling out who the person is that's texting me while we're recording.
When you do that, now everybody's going to start doing that. They're going to find out what time we record. They're going to all start calling like they used to do. Remember, they used to do that a lot. They used to get us all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's Heidi.
Okay, Heidi. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, Tony Ann. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Bye.